back to my channel. It is my monthly check-in. Just so you know, I didn't do a weekly weigh-in on Monday. I did film it and then I accidentally deleted it, and then I found it and then YouTube wouldn't let me upload anything, so I just got fed up at that point. So it is my monthly update. So in terms of how I did in June, mixed bag for me, I think is fair. Some good, some not so good, things that I'm not happy with, which I'm going to talk to you about, and things that I'm going to work on and how I'm going to fix the things that I'm not happy about. So I made a list because I had to reflect. I'm a list maker, by the way, that will become apparent in a moment. But first of all, in terms of how my behaviours and stuff like that, and more weight loss, I have had a weight loss which is positive. It is not as much as I would have liked. I think I could have lost more, which is great. I'm Haribo free for 2 weeks though, so yay, that is good. That was one of my weaknesses is Haribo. So if you've been with me for a while, you'll know that. So talk about some of the bad habits I've picked up. So I've got my list here. One was waking up late. Because I'm home working, and it's pretty much now, it's permanent, is that I've been leaving it till like 15-20 minutes before I'm due to go work to get up, which is not right. I used to get up at 6:15 most mornings, get up and go to work. So I am starting to undo that bad habit. I think that has affected me getting to sleep in the evening, 2, fitting in enough exercise, 3, just naturally tiring myself out. I don't think it's good for me. So I've been getting up a little bit earlier, about 7:30. I don't start work till 9. Using that time in the morning to tidy up, pot around, get myself ready, maybe start work a little earlier so I can take a mid-morning break for fitness. So that has been working for the last couple of days. The other thing, part with that, is I've had quite a stressful month work-wise, problems and stuff, and that's another reason why I've not been sleeping great. And I've been tackling that. I spoke to my line manager about some help because I think I've got a bit too much to do, and that's being listened to, so hopefully there is some movement on that. It'll probably take another month or two, as employers do, but I feel better in myself knowing that I've been listened to, which I think is at half of the problem. You think you're alone when you're stressed out at work and that no one's listening, so you kind of have to tell everyone what you're thinking. So that has been an issue that has affected my sleep. I used to get, particularly when I was bigger, when I was stressed, I used to get sleep apnea, which is, makes it very, very hard. You stop breathing in your sleep and it's very scary. I don't have sleep apnea for probably nearly a year, and I don't want to go down the road, and stress was a big factor for me, really big factor. The other one was lack of exercise. It's crept in the last 3 weeks, I'd say, particularly, where I was just always too tired. I wasn't getting up on time, and I just didn't have the energies in me to do any exercise. So today's Thursday. I've done work every day. I've done at least 45 minutes, but I want to increase that. So I want to start doing my lifting weights again. So I've pulled out my very old books. I've got a few books regarding the weightlifting. When I was at this weight before, I was also really, really muscular. I think I've got some pictures somewhere. I'll see if I can dig them out. Because I was lifting such a lot, it was awesome, and these books were a really good starting point for me. I've kept hold of them. In fact, this is full of scribbles and post-it notes and things like that, and it's a really good book. A lot of it is going to be gym based because I haven't got all the equipment, but I have got barbells and I have got kettlebells, so it's full of highlights and all sorts of things. I read it back to back. I was absorbing all the information. So I've got these two here. I've got another one as well, that only arrived yesterday. I'm going to spend some time, probably at the weekend, making myself some upper body, lower body, core workout days with those. So I feel like that's going to be a really good way to ground me as well. The gyms do open, I believe, next week. I'm very apprehensive and thinking about it, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure it's going to be absolutely dead in there because no one wants to go, or it's going to be really, really busy, or it's going to be like existing members only. I'm not a member. I was a member of the gym by my office, which, like I said, it's not happening. So I'm not sure what to do. And if I feel comfortable doing it, the city that I live in is creeping up the hotspot list again as being possible going back onto lockdown. I'm probably thinking in the next week we're going to be told it's lockdown again. So there you go. So I'm not sure about the gym, but things I can do, videos and doing some things at home to ground myself. So that's awesome as well. My hydration's been rubbish. I've not been drinking enough water. And one of the things that helped me drink water before was I had a Soda Stream. I know it's very retro, old school, but I really like sparkling water. And I asked yesterday, I've actually got a soda stream at work. It was next to my desk. Everyone laughed at me, but you know, it was one of my things. They said to me, "You're so hydrated. I don't know how you do it." It's because I was drinking sparkling water. And I sort of mentioned to my boss yesterday, you know, I might be brave and go back into the office just to get it, because they're quite expensive. I think they're about like £60–70, and they're like £20 for a gas canister a month. And she basically said to everyone, don't go back to the office. One of our colleagues is been told to empty our office. He'll bring you everything you have. So I've not been told our office is shutting. Yeah, so it's looking like my office is going to be shut in. Or we have got a couple of satellite offices which are smaller, so maybe we're going to be condensed, don't know. Basically the words we were told were, get used to this is going to be long haul. So that might even just be permanent, which I think is part of the stress factor as well. Just like a lot of people who are home working, although it is enjoyable and there's benefits, there's always in the back of your mind, when's this going to finish? Because then your routine's going to be changing again, and that upheaval feeling. I like routine, and I do best when I'm in routine. So hearing that, I'm thinking probably another 3 to 6 months, if not forever. So I do need to decide on a permanent new routine. And one of the things I've done, if you've seen some of my very old videos, you'll know I'm a planner girl, and I love planners and stickers and stationery and washi tape. Yes, I am that woman. And I've ordered a new planner. Actually, it should be here next week, and it's going to be used to combine my work to-dos, my keto meal planning, and my exercise planning as well, and just generally all that stuff, and also things like finance and things as well, because that's another thing. I let my finances get away with me in June, even though I hope to have saved money. I've actually not. I've dipped into savings, which was not cool. So buying a planner doesn't help though. But you know, I do want to. I'm definitely a list writer, and I think once it's all down, I've got a plan. I'm okay, which is obviously one of the reasons why I am going to be looking at things like this to help me come up with a plan. So there is that as well. So just getting into a new rhythm, I think, is going to be really helpful. So in terms of how I did this month, just looking back on my numbers, I've got my scale weight, and also I did my measurements again. I did my measurements last month. When I did my measurements, I was not expecting them to have really shifted, because I think a month isn't really a long amount of time. I think it's like very negligible. So I've never really been a monthly tracker. But I did do them because I did them last month, because I was fed up last month, I think I remember. And looking on here, this is like a little printable that I got from Etsy. Now I've checked because someone's asked me a few times before when I've shown this. This one's no longer available on Etsy. This shop where I got it from looks like it's shut. So I can't give you a link to where to get this one, but there's plenty of these sorts of things where it tells you to track all your different body parts. There's loads of them on Etsy, or you could go on something like Pinterest and just put in free measurement chart, and at the very least you'll get a little box with maybe 5 or 6 options. You know, arms, waist, bust, usually those different points. This one's a bit more thorough, and that wasn't intentional. I like the fact there was a little lady showing me where it was on my body, because I feel like my body's a sack of potatoes sometimes. I don't know where my bits and bobs are. Then this one's got 9 different body parts on it, so that I can measure like calf, thigh, waist, umbilicus, belly button, under bust and neck and things as well. So every month, well not every month actually, every so often I will fill this in. It's actually 12 months old now. The first measurement I did on it was last July. I was a bit hit and miss at that point. I kind of consider myself to settle down really in October to really go for it. And I've sort of did the centimetres on here, and then a grand total of centimetres. So a year ago, my over 9 measurements, I was 887 centimetres, and I'd already lost weight at this point. And as of today, I'm 788.5, so I've actually lost 100 centimetres in a year. So that's not bad. That isn't bad. All over it, across my body. But in the last month, I've lost 15 centimetres. Yeah, 15 centimetres. So in a month, across your body, nothing off my neck, but all my arms, but off my chest a centimetre, 3 off my underbust. I don't know how I lost that much off my underboob. I don't know, I don't understand, but I like it because it's, I've got a side boob and I really hate it. 1 off my waist, 1.5 off my umbilicus where my belly button is, 2 off my hips, which is awesome, 4 off my thighs, I don't know, and 2 off my calf. But I do think the exercise that I have been doing, and I've been really getting into it, are walking videos. I really enjoy them. There's a lady called Leslie Sansone. She's an Italian lady. She's so nice and happy. She's got an app as well. 3 videos on YouTube, limited, obviously not all of them. And the app is something like $8.95 a month. I'm actually on a trial at the moment, but everything she does, I really enjoy. Indoor walking, not too much coordination. I'm a very, I get very bad coordination. I'm not a dancer at all. I'm a dancer, disco gun kind of woman. And so it's just literally walking back forwards, up and down. It's very simple. So Leslie Sansone, if you've got mobility issues, you're not coordinated, I really recommend it. And maybe that's why my lower body measurements in particular have been particularly good, my thighs and my calf, because I've been walking. So hopefully, yeah, so that's positive, 15 centimeters. I am really proud of that. Yeah, I can't complain. And in terms of my weight, that was where that's one of the reasons why I took my measurements, is because I was so disappointed in my weight. I'd only lost in the whole month 4.2 centimeters. I mean, they would say 1 to 2 pounds per week, which is about, it is £1 a week. But I wanted to lose more. It is hard on lockdown, like everyone else is finding. I'm not naturally doing more going out and about. I said to my partner, I realised yesterday, I haven't left my village. I consider where I live is considered a village. I haven't left it since February. I'm not going anywhere other than to the shop and back. So it is very difficult to get your natural natural movement in. So definitely need to double down on the exercise, make time for it, and all that stuff really. So that's it. That was my monthly update. I think I've got what I deserved in terms of putting the effort in, and the disciplines that I didn't have and that I let slip. So I'm just gonna knuckle down and work on all those things, working on the sleep. Also start taking my vitamins again as well, which I think is going to be really helpful. I am naturally folic acid deficient. My body just doesn't cope very well with it, so I have to take a supplement, and I haven't taken it for about 6 months, so I started taking that again. Also, one thing I did notice this month was I was getting a leg cramp, and that can be a sign of either electrolytes or magnesium. So I've started taking magnesium as well, and also increasing my salts as I'm going along as well to help with my electrolyte balance. So that's that as well. So that's my lot. I do believe in being transparent, so it's not always fantastic. Thank you so very much for joining me. I will see you guys soon for all the usual malarkey. Please press the subscribe button. Let me know how you've got on below. How has your month been? Hope you have a lovely week and a very productive month, and I will see you guys in the next video.